Good morning, Bikini Bottom. We are back with another vlog, baby. Just another one bites dust. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites dust. It's a bit foggy in here because I just had a shower, so apologies. Let me just clean you off because I can't see a thing, can you, poor love? Still a bit foggy, to be honest with you. I am having a day of self-care today. I basically, there's this jumper that I have that is from Uniqlo, and it's a blue jumper, and I have worn it so much, like unreasonably so. Is that a phrase? I don't know, it feels right. I've worn it so much, and I feel like, I fear that they're going to discontinue it, as that seems to happen with all my favourite things. And then I am not going to be able to wear my favourite jumper anymore. It just fits like a glove. It's warm. I really like the colour of it, and I feel like I'm going to get another colour of it. So we're going to turn me getting this jumper. The shopping centre near me is like it's not near me at all actually, it's quite a trek away. But it's the place that has Uniqlo, and I need to go get that jumper. We're going to turn it into a whole moment for us. I'm going to do all the things that I just love to do. I just love a little self-care solo date, even if it is simply going shopping, getting a nice fun new drink. Actually, I believe M&S started doing Colin the Caterpillar Frappuccinos and Percy the Pig Frappuccinos, so we might also pick one of those up to try, because that could be interesting. And just have a real good day. Might even go to Lush and get myself a little bath bomb. I'm really gonna take this day as my own, you know what I mean? Seize the moment. Oh, that's where my moisturiser is. So I'm trying to think if there are any updates for you. Any life updates since we last spoke. You know, when you meet up with your friend who you haven't seen in a while, and you're like, so how are you? And you're literally like, how am I? Yeah, and you have to really analyse how you're doing in that moment. You have to work out what's important to tell and what's not important to tell. And it's funny what you think is important and what's not important, because what's important to one person isn't important to another. Love moisturising my face. I literally love it. Me moisturising right now, hasn't that made you want to moisturise your face? There's just something about it. Oh, you know what I love? This pressure point right here. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that pressure point is for, but I love it. Or like here. But isn't it if you press too hard here, you kill yourself, so don't want to do that. I need to have some breakfast before I get going for the day. So I'm gonna get me breakfast all prepped and primed. I have been having, I really like it, this little like nutty muesli thing that I make. I've been back on it. It's gone down very quickly, so it's like I chop up some toasted nuts, some seeds, it's got some oats and stuff, and it's really, it keeps me full for a long time. So I was feeling all fine and dandy, but I am due on, so I'm feeling a bit emotionally delicate today. You know, when things you wouldn't normally cry at, I'm like, I could cry right now. And what I love is when my friends tell me about when they're due on and they nearly cry at the most random things, and I'm like, okay, so I'm not just crazy, I really am just crying because my hormones are sending me through the rock. Also, just look at Banksy. Look at her, she's so round. Banks. Oh yeah, do you want to go outside? You want to go outside and spy on all the birds? Oh, to be a cat. Oh, someone the other day, I said that, and they're like, no, because then you have to lick your bum. I was like, hadn't really crossed my mind, but you know, whatever, you do you. It's like the same as when I also said, oh, I'd love to be a baby because you just get taken care of, and then someone was like, no, you wouldn't like to be a baby because you have to sit in your own poo all day. And I was like, these aren't really things that I thought of, and also I don't think babies, also they don't have to sit in poo all day because their nappies get changed. If they were sitting in poo all day, that'd be a serious concern. We've taken a completely different approach to the day, to be honest with you. I was going to go shopping, as you know, but I just was not in the mood. I'm not in the headspace for it. Honestly, these emotions that you get when you're on your period, when you're due on, it's too much. So I'm feeling a bit fragile. So I feel like I need to do some pottery painting. I feel like I need to do something that I love, that just makes me happy. So I'm gonna go and do some pottery painting, and I have £5 left on a voucher that Gail sent. I know, what the heck, so kind of them. So I'm gonna get Gail's for like, I'm just gonna have just the perfect day. We are just parking up, we have arrived. I'm gonna set myself a challenge because I am really bad these days at making decisions. I can't make decisions and I get really annoyed. And I always think that there's something better out there. And like, even with little things, I'm like, oh, it literally takes me 10,000 years to make a decision. I feel like I just got a bit of decision fatigue. And I am gonna set myself a challenge at the Pottery place that I can't spend longer than 1 minute deciding. Because honestly, the other week I went with my friends and I literally took about 12 whole minutes of my life trying to decide over a flipping pot. It's just a pot, it's not that deep, Grace. Come on, what is the motto of the year? We're living on a floating rock. Who really cares? But I probably should look at some inspiration first. Do that for my mum. It's, I don't know if you can see, hang on. It's lavender. She loves lavender. See how quick and easy decisions. But it's just about what? Maybe a jug? Oh no, it's already happening. It's already happening. No, it's not. It's not. It's fine, you're gonna make a decision easy. I don't know if anyone else is struggling with decisions. Don't know why. What is that about? It's really annoying because I never used to be like this, but now I just struggle in any flipping decision I make. Anyway, let's go and get our car parking ticket. I'm really coming on my journey today. Oh, I'm glad I've made my decision. I feel really happy with my decision. It really did just send me out. I had such a good time. I made a little espresso mug and now I'm gonna go grab some food, I think. Or do I look around first? I kind of want to have a little browse in some of the shops. I've got some lovely shops here. I love little shops where they have what I call nibbly bits, like just random little things. And this one was really cool. It had some great little bath products, these bath tea bags. And it also had this, which was a bubble blowing bubble bath. And I was so tempted to buy it, and I was really flipping cool. And these were the little bath tea bags, which I did actually end up buying one. And obviously, I always love the little jelly cats. And I thought this was really cool. 365 days of art. Oh, it's cold! My nose is so cold. It's so cold. It's next level cold. Apparently there's a cold snap coming in. It's coming in, it's blowing over. Something to do with Antarctica. Can't really remember the signs, but I watched a whole TikTok from the Met Office about it. So yeah, I love to do my pottery painting. That was just exactly what I needed. I just feel so good. Also, I went into Sweaty Betty for the first time. Flip me. Oh my word. Softest clothes I've ever felt in my life. Literally felt like butter. Anyway, I went to Gales. Okay, I'm gonna need some right now. I bought the olive sourdough from Gales. I've never had it before, but I just like, I need some right now. And this is gonna be so good. I can't wait to have this for lunch. I'll show you everything I got when I get home though. Oh. Why are olives so good? Also, I've come home and remember I did that video recently where I compared different subscription boxes. Well, one of them was the Deli Society and I really liked it. That one was my favourite one. And you could only, I think you had to buy a 3-month subscription. So the final subscription has come today. So let's see what is in it. I'm excited. This was definitely my favourite and my family's favourite. It's been really flipping good. This white wine, and actually the other one that came in the box, and all of my family raved about it. A Parmesan! Ain't nothing wrong with the Parmesan. Is a cow and sheep. Cheese number 3 is some taleggio. Some salami that I had. And then you always get this chocolate. I'm not normally a big dark chocolate lover, but this chocolate is so good. This is a dark chocolate and it's got little bits of salt and little bits of cocoa nibs. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I kind of want to try some of this, whatever this is. I don't know what they do to it. Oh my god. I am gonna have some lunch. I was gonna go out for lunch, but I've eaten out quite a lot lately, and I remembered I made some homemade chicken soup
yesterday. Actually, it's the Jewish penicillin soup, which is one of my favourites. It takes ages to make, but it's honestly so good. And it really, like, it does really good things for you. But it's kind of all congealed. Kind of looks a little bit gross when it's in the bags. I forgot to show you something that I bought. Also, the thing about that chicken soup is, you know when you have ramen and sometimes it makes your lips stick together, which I think is something to do with the collagen. The same thing happens with that soup. Makes my lips all sticky. I did buy this for a little pamper sesh this evening. This was so fun. A bath tea bag, which was lavender, patchouli and white tea for a relaxing, soothing bath, which I'm really excited to try, which would be really nice. And I actually did see, which I was going to get, but I was like, rein it in, we don't need it right now, was you could blow bubbles and it's like bubble bath. It looked so cool, really did like the look of that. Anyway, I'm probably gonna, should we bake something now? I'm gonna assess what we could do. I think I've got some cream in the fridge. My heart is on the sticky toffee pudding. So I have just done some work and I need to go pick up the parcel from the post office. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get some dates en route, all right? It feels right to make a sticky toffee pudding and then they can have it tomorrow. Honestly, that sticky toffee pudding I made the other week, I have never had such a roaring success from a bake before. Everyone loved it. So it only feels right. I am ready to go. Got my podcast in and I'm ready to rock and roll, baby. I'm on a little walk in the fresh air and I won't lie, I can't be bothered today, but I always try and do at least 10 minutes because there was actually a study about going for a walk for 10 minutes a day, and apparently it lowers your chances of death or something. I don't know what the study said, but I do normally enjoy my walks. It's just so blooming cold. I feel like I never thought I'd say it ever in my life, but I think I'm ready for summer. I think I am. I think I just need some sun on my skin. As much as I love winter, it's just so blooming cold at the moment, and I feel like it's dragged on and on. Or alternatively, go somewhere nice and warm. I haven't done like a hot holiday really in the cards. I don't know why, but I never go to hot destinations. Like I went to New York and Amsterdam, but I'm not done anywhere hot. Where's good that's hot that doesn't take too long to get to from England? Because that's the thing, it's like all the hot places are miles and miles away. I mean Spain, but right now Spain isn't that hot. My friend went to Madrid the other day and apparently it was chilly willy bananas. But I mean, I have always got my heart on a cruise. I'd love to go on a cruise. Anyone tell me what the best cruises are? I just think they are so fun. Like you stop at a different, you know how I love trying things. I love trying new things. I love trying different things. And it's like every day you get to try a different country. And also it's just like such a novel experience. You're literally floating on the sea. So wild, but at the same time a little bit terrifying. Back in the fresh air? No, I'm not actually. I'm back at home and I am starting to make my sticky toffee pudding for tomorrow. I obviously made this in the last vlog. It's clearly a very popular thing that I'm making at the moment for me, myself and I. So I'm just gonna let that steep. I need to make sure that all of the dates are fully submerged. I add in an Earl Grey tea bag, that's what I do on my other coffee pudding. Would love to know, what's your favourite all-time thing to bake? Or if you're not a baker, what's your all-time favourite baked good to eat? Do let me know. I'd be intrigued to know in the comments. I am so lazy when it comes to greasing a tin. I hate greasing a tin, but it's got to be done. You've got to do it. So otherwise everything will stick, and no one wants that. No one wants a sticky toffee pudding. Actually, I need to remind myself to buy batteries for my scales, otherwise I'm never going to do it. I feel like I should just buy them on Amazon. Every time I go to the shops, I forget to get scales for my batteries for my scales. It's just one of those things that doesn't stay in there. There are certain bits of information that don't. Maths doesn't stay in my head. Numbers doesn't stay in my head. Rules for games, actually, rules for games do stay in my head. I'm a very rulesy gal, but when someone's telling me rules for a game, ain't no way am I going to remember what they're saying, literally in one ear, out the other. It's like when people start explaining rules for games, it sounds like this to me. And then I'm like, Come around that corner one more time, my darling. Just bring my eggs up to room temp. And one thing that in life, when I'm older and designing my dream kitchen, which will someday happen, I need one of those pot taps. I don't know if you know, but you know, like over the hob, you can have a tap. Which means if you're making a big vat of pasta or something, just put a tap on it. It just reminded me because I was trying to bring my eggs up to room temp and I was just pouring some hot water over them. Because they've been in the fridge and obviously that won't work for our recipe, so they need to be room temp, so I'm just bringing them up. The cake is in the oven and now I'm going to make the sauce, which I'm actually going to double. I did it in a 20 to 30 centimetre tin instead of little ceramic dishes, but I'm sure that that would be good as well. So I'm going to make the sauce, but I'm going to double it. It's 10 past 4. It's 10 to 4. I've got that very wrong. It's hard reading it back to front in the little viewfinder. I need to get out all my dungarees and I need to put on some tracksuit bottoms and a dressing gown. That is what I need. It's cold and I'm uncomfy and nothing else will suffice. Okay, the cake is out and I'm just gonna do some little holes in it before I pour the sauce all over it. I am about to start mopping. Really riveting content, I am aware of that. And to be honest, right, I don't know if anyone else, I have not been finding any content on YouTube interesting at all. The only thing I really want to watch is Zoella vlogs. But I feel like everyone's deserting YouTube and I'm like, no, I need YouTube videos to watch. They are my safe space. I love settling down and watching a good YouTube video. But there's literally none anymore. Zoella is like the only one whose vlogs I watch. I can't get this flipping thing in. So yeah, if anyone has any recommendations of good vlogs, I like really chill ones. I either like really chill ones where it's literally just them pottering about doing their day-to-day life, or I also really like more upscale food ones, like Insider or Sorted Food or ones like that. Why is this not going in? Excuse me? Oh, there we go, got it in. Hello cherubs, it's a bit later now. If I'm honest, I've just been sat on my laptop doing a bit of browsing. I've actually been looking at honeymoon destinations. Who knows where's good, you know? So overwhelming, so many options. So if anyone's got any suggestions, happily take that. It's a little pizza night, little pizza moment. Yep, happy without this. Right, it's time for a bath. I've had dinner now and I'm ready to settle down for the night. I'm going to try out my bath tea bag. I don't know, do you put it in from the start, I imagine? I don't know, let's give this thing a go. I'm very excited to try it out. I love a new bath product, honestly. That's the way to my heart, a new bath product. Right, let's try this guy out. I can't smell it. This tea bag's a bit of a disappointment. It's just, it doesn't smell of anything. But it does have Dead Sea in it, which is apparently great. Not Dead Sea, Dead Sea salt? I don't know. I don't know if I'm probably just being taken for a ride. But anyway, I'm gonna have my bath. I also gonna moisturise. I am so bad at moisturising my body. I'm drier than the Sahara. So I bought a big pumpy one from Tesco. Sometimes, you know when they're the ones that you have to like claw out of the little tubs, and then I never take the right amount, whereas a pump, you can just do a little pump, do it on your body, you know what I mean? Also, I really want the neon bath candle, not bath candle, the candle, which I know I got it for my sister-in-law for Christmas. You melt it, and then you can use it as like a moisturiser. So right now I could put it on as I'm having my bath, let the smells just do its thing, and then you use it as like a moisturising oil after. It's so cool. I feel like I need to get that.